resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end, and yet they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country, none. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers, we bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience. You buy a product from a supermarket, all right? For whatever reason, you take that product back to your house, and maybe something went wrong somewhere. By the time you take that product back to the shop where you bought it from, and you say, "Oga, this thing, you know what's going to tell you? Oga, na me make am. Na me make am, that's why I buy am." Meaning that there's nothing I can do to the product. So you lose the product, then you lose your money, because the money is not refunded. The product you can't use. Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Let me give you another experience I had. In the course of this, because I went around, in doing this. I was in US, I was in UK, I was in South Africa, I was in Germany, just because of this, to just study the environment. I was in a friend's house in UK, in London, and he was going to dress up. So he said, to me, I was seated in his sitting room. So he said, wait a minute, I picked up an iron, that's the pressing iron, 2 days ago or so from a store. Let me try this, let me just use that to iron my shirt and we can go out. So I was seated, the TV was on, I was watching. While I watched him, he brought out the pressing board, spread it out, brought the iron out in my presence, plugged in the iron, and then as soon as he switched on the power button, we just had a spark. Boom! The guy was raged. Then he goes, what just happened? So he said, no, these guys are in trouble, they're in soup. I was thinking, what are you going to do? I was trying to compare that experience to what would have happened in Nigeria. In my presence there, he opened the pack. There was a card inside it. Inside that card was a call, number to call. And they called the shop or wherever he got the thing from. I was hearing the conversation that was going on. And all he said to them on the phone was, look, by the time he even called, clearly because they already, through the call, they could trace where he was calling from and who was calling. He said, I picked up this number, I picked up this iron yesterday, and guess what? I just plugged it to power, and then this thing just, stopped, didn't work. At the other hand, I could hear the voice, we're so sorry. We're sorry about that. And they said, this is your address, yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you a replacement. All right. So my friend ended the call and dropped the. So I said, so what's going to happen? He said, don't worry yourself now. Shebi, we're here. they will bring a replacement. I said, they will bring a replacement. He said, yes. I said, they won't even try to check whether it was your fault, because it could be your fault. Maybe you didn't do something well about the first. No, it can't be his fault. Now, maybe it's a brand new item that he bought. While we were still talking, in fact, if I'm not even sure it was up to 30 minutes or so, we had a knock on the door. He himself said he must be the dispatch person. By the time he opened the door, it was a dispatch man that was on the other side. And then the
Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 4. I am Ire Ayo Mikunle Eke. Let's start the news at 4 with the National Insurance Commission and the Federal Road Safety Corps, as they've inaugurated a joint committee on the enforcement of compulsory third-party motor insurance. The event was held at NICOM headquarters in Abuja, the FCT, and it marks a major step in the implementation of the provision of the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025, and reinforces both institutions' shared commitment to strengthen road safety, promoting insurance compliance, and also to ensure the prompt compensation for accident victims. Speaking during the inauguration, Mr. Olusegun Omoseyin, Commissioner for Insurance, noted that the collaboration will deliver concrete benefits to Nigerians through effective enforcement of compulsory third-party motor insurance, the integration of insurance and vehicle registration databases, enhanced protection and compensation for road accident victims, and increase the public education on insurance obligations and consumer rights. And now let's move to the House of Representatives, where the House of Representatives yesterday asked the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria to direct the Bank of Agriculture, the Bank of Industry, and other relevant financial institutions to provide easy access to short-term loans in favor of cassava farmers in the country. The House also asked the government to immediately reconstitute the defunct Presidential Committee on the Cassava Initiative Program, known as Composite Cassava Flour of 2002, to improve the welfare of cassava peasant farmers in the country. In a resolution following a motion sponsored by Kanigmo Chukwugozie Nwachukwu, the House urged the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to embark on massive value chain training of peasant farmers on cassava production, processing, and packaging. Away from the House of Representatives now, let's focus on telecommunications, where the Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Telecommunications Limited, Soji Maurice Dia, has unveiled an ambitious roadmap for the resurgence of Nigeria's telecommunications sector, signaling the nation's carrier planned return to the market in early 2026. Well, he was speaking at the Technology Times True Leadership series recently in Lagos State. Mr. Morrissey outlined a comprehensive vision aimed at leveraging innovation, youth inclusion, and a strategic industry collaboration to reposition Intel as a competitive force in Nigeria's telecoms landscape. Mr. Morrissey reflected on the sector revolution, noting that the major operators MTN, Airtel, and Glo have provided stability and demonstrated long-term commitment, allowing the industry to mature from entirely turbulent years. Away from that, now back to the House of Representatives. Yesterday, the House of Representatives approved President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's request to secure a total of $2.347 billion from the international capital market to part finance the 2025 budget deficit and refinance maturing euro bonds. The approval followed the consideration and adoption of a report presented by the House Committee on Aid, Loans and Debt Management, chaired by Honorable Abubakar Azan Nalaraba during a plenary presided over by the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas. Report says since assuming office in May 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has secured substantial external financing to support government programs and fiscal operations. Between May 23 and May 2025, Nigeria has obtained approximately $7.2 billion in external loans from the World Bank aimed at bolstering the key economic reforms and development initiatives. So now, yet away from the federal government is pushing a new challenge to the 36 states, asking them to take over power generation, transmission, and distribution. The federal government said this was the only solution to the power crisis in the country. Meanwhile, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, said this in Lagos State at the Nigeria's Energy Leadership Summit. He said despite a series of efforts to make power available to Nigerians, the power sector seems to have defied all solutions by successful government to sanitize the industry. While also speaking at the conference, the Minister of Power said the federal government was aware that power centralization could never work for Nigeria, and that was why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration signed the Electricity Act in 2023, which provides a robust governance and regulatory framework for the Nigerian electricity supply industry. The minister said the responsibility of providing stable electricity can never be left in the hands of the federal government. The minister, however, maintained that the private sector must get involved if the nation is serious about having a reliable power sector. Away from electricity now, the chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee, Mr. Taiwo Yedele, has disclosed that the state could earn more than 4 trillion naira annually from 2026 when new value-added tax reforms take effect. Mr. Yedele made a disclosure on Tuesday at the launch of the Budget State of State 2025 report in Abuja, where he delivered the keynote address. The event also marked the 10th anniversary of the initiative, where Mr. Yedele's statement says, and I quote, "With VAT reform kicking in from 2026 state, the amount of over 4 trillion naira in 2026. Now the question is, will this money be spent or will it be invested?" The fiscal policy expert noted that while recent economic reforms had more than doubled the Federation Account Allocation Committee transfers from 5.4 trillion naira in 2023 to 11.4 trillion naira in 2024, many Nigerians were yet to feel any direct relief. End of quote. And now let's talk about the Debt Management Office, as the office is saying that the federal government of Nigeria bond auction for October recorded 307.6% of a subscription, which reflects a surge in investor demand. The Debt Management Office disclosed this in the 2025 Federal Government of Nigeria bond auction result, which showed subscriptions of 1.06 trillion naira against the 260 billion naira offered, with an allotment declining by 45.5% to 313.77 billion naira in October from 576.62 million naira in September. The results showed that the Debt Management Office offered two instruments in October: the 17.945%, the Federal Government of Nigeria August 2030 5-year reopening, and the 17.95%, the Federal Government of Nigeria June 2032 7-year reopening, with an offer of 130 billion naira respectively. Still talking on the news, the 5-year bond attracted 212.66 billion naira subscriptions from 19 successful bids, while the 7-year bond attracted 845.63 billion naira subscriptions from 75 successful bids. A bulk of the Debt Management Office allotment went to the 7-year tenure, which received 225.97 billion naira, down by 47.6% compared to 488.83 billion naira in September. The 5-year tenure received 87.8 billion naira allotment, and the same figure received in September. The 5-year paper cleared at 15.83% from 16% in September, and the 7-year bond settled at 15.85% from 16.2% in September. The range of bid also is in the review period. Away from that, let's talk about the Central Bank of Nigeria now. The CBN has refuted the report that it allocated 1.269 billion in foreign exchange for the importation of petroleum products in the first quarter of the year. This was said in a statement released yesterday that the report was misleading and inaccurate. The Central Bank of Nigeria has noted some misreporting that falsely implies the bank disbursed $1.259 billion to major oil sector operators for the importation of refined petroleum products and related items. Such reporting is entirely inaccurate and misleading. The bank further noted that the reference figure of $1.259 billion as published in the CBN first quarter of 2025 sectoral utilization of foreign exchange data did not represent the Central Bank of Nigeria disbursement. It said the figure was the total foreign exchange transactions conducted by participants in the Nigerian foreign exchange market across various sectors, including oil and gas, under the willing buyer, willing seller framework. According to the bank spokesperson, Mrs. Akama Sidiale said, since the unification of exchange rate in 2023, the NFEM has operated as a market-driven system where foreign exchange is sourced and supplied by market participants not allocated by the CBN. Let's move away from the Central Bank of Nigeria now, and now let's move on to statistics where the Nigeria's money supply dropped by 1.58% month-on-month to 117.8 trillion naira in September 2025. Further statistics says that 119.7 trillion naira in August 2025 was driven by a 5% decline in bank credit to the economy. The Central Bank of Nigeria disclosed this yesterday that its monetary and credit statistic data for September 2025, which indicated that the various components of the money supply recorded a decline during the period, except currency outside banks. The decline in money supply is driven by a 2.1% month-on-month decline in credit to the economy to 96.7 trillion naira in September from 98.8 trillion naira in August. And this follows a 4.4% decline in banks' credit to the private sector, which fell to 72.5 trillion naira in September from 75.9 trillion naira in August. The decline subdued the impact of a 5.67% increase in the credit to the government to 24.2 trillion naira in September from 22.9 trillion naira in August. And now, manufacturers have called for stronger and more consistent policy support to sustain Nigeria's fragile industrial recovery as the manufacturers' confidence index rose marginally to 50.7 points in the third quarter of 2025 from 50.3 points in the previous quarter, reflecting a cautious optimism among industry leaders. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria disclosed this yesterday. Lagos State, during the presentation of its third quarter of 2025 Chief Executive Officer Confidence Index, a quarterly gauge of CEOs' perception of the manufacturing sector and overall economy. While speaking at the event, Man Director General Mr. Segun Ajayi-Kadir said the modest 0.4-point rise marked the second consecutive quarterly increase, signaling a gradually improving outlook. Mr. Kadir's statement reads, and I quote this minute, "While the increase may appear marginal, it is very significant because it points to the cautious optimism that the sector is beginning to find its footing after a long period of turbulence." End of quote. Mr. Ajayi-Kadir, however, warned that the recovery remained fragile and could easily falter without a deliberate industry-friendly interventions. Thank you so much for joining us on ConsumerHallaTV News at 4. I am Ire Ayomikunle Eke. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on the News at 4.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Mind the Gap. This is a weekly broadcast program on ConsumerHallaTV that helps draw attention to everyday avoidable gaps in customer service delivery with the overall aim of strengthening existing relationships between brands and their consumers. I am Iremufe Kofoworola. On this edition of the program, we would be examining the topic, how to convert an unruly customer to a loyal customer. Before I introduce our guest, let me give a brief background to our discussion. In various industries across Nigeria, there have been different cases of challenging customer interactions between brands and their customers. Customers have different character traits, unique needs, and brand expectations. All this can uniquely affect how customers react to services rendered by companies, which could lead to unruly customer behavior. According to Zendex benchmark data, half of customers would switch to other competitors just after one bad experience. And how can brands manage unruly customer behavior and convert such a customer to a loyal one? Join me as our guest, Mr. Stephen Olonshusi, business consultant, growth strategist, and associate director for the social services industry at OPE Nigeria, shall be discussing an insightful topic with us today. Welcome on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Iremufe.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm so happy that you're here.
Same here.
And we know that when it comes to the customer service, it's a whole lot. And sometimes customers could become unruly, and that could lead to different altercations between a customer service agent and also the brand and the customer, I mean. So at what point can a customer exhibit unruly behavior?
Okay, I would say that any customer that is frustrated and unattended to could exhibit unruly behavior generally. So when a customer is frustrated, means that is not pleased, and most importantly, the response or the complaint, however it is, was not responded to. Every customer has that potential, actually. However, the first intention of the customer is not to act anyhow, it's not to be aggressive. The first intention is just to make their complaint. But most times when the complaint is not heard, when they feel that you do not rate them, you do not respect them, you do not think they are important, that is when they tend to exhibit unruly behavior. So that's at that point when you're not listening to them, they're not being heard, they feel they're not important to you, or you do not respect them. That's when they tend to act that way.
Interesting one out there, because I mean you've just stated for that it's not always their intention to be unruly, and in that sense they become disrespectful. Some could be aggressive and they could yell at you and say all sort of nasty things.
Those are the characteristics
So,
of
I was going to ask, so what traits does an unruly customer exhibit?
Impatience, aggression. They could talk over you. In fact, some could go as for physical experience, say they are able to see you. Some could go as far as wanting to go physical. However, most times they are aggressive, they shout, they are impatient, they don't even want to listen. And most of the time it comes from they feel you didn't listen to them, so why should they? They feel they are not being heard, so they want to speak loud, just like the normal theory. If I'm talking and you're not hearing me, I want to shout. So they feel they are not being heard, so they want to shout. So they raise their voice because they feel they are not being heard. So most of the time, that's the trait: aggression, impatience. Just like I said, they don't want to listen because you didn't listen to them at first, right? I think most times, even on the street, you see people say, "Calm down." You tell somebody that is angry to calm down. That is a fuel to the fire. Don't tell me to calm down. And mostly because I was calm. When I made my complaint, you didn't listen to me. So you can't tell me to calm down now. Right? So I think those are the traits exhibited.
Wow, and we know that across different sectors, we've seen cases of unruly behavior exhibited by customers. And customers always believe that they are right, no doubt. You understand? But you get to see how some of these cases have been handled. Before I cite a recent case that happened about a few months back, I would just want to ask, why do you think most or some Nigerian companies, they fail at managing customer behavior? Things that shouldn't go out of proportion. At the end of the day, they escalate it. It should have been well managed. So why do you think some of them, because at the end of the day, if a customer is not satisfied and they have bad experience, they would want to try out other competitors. Then you have other competitors. Why shouldn't you manage all this kind of behavior?
Okay, so I think one of the reasons why some Nigerian companies, better used, feel like managing unruly customer behavior is primarily because some companies see it as cost rather than a growth channel. Companies most time focus on onboarding, for a better word, sales, rather than managing customer relationship. And I can tell you for free that 80% of your revenue comes from returning customer. Just about 10 to 20% comes from first-time customer. So no company can survive on a first-time buyer, on a first-time. Really, it has to be most companies now. It has to be customer that have bought from you. They trust you. They either refer or they are coming back. That is how you can make. So when companies just focus on come and buy, go, and not on how do I build relationship, how do I please you? You bought before, I still have to attend to you. Right? So when companies don't see that, they just see it as, have we sold? Is there a new convert? Have we onboarded a new person? And that is their goal. So they tend to focus more on the sales department, a bit on the marketing department a little bit, then less on the customer experience or customer service team. So that is the reason why. So they hire untrained staff, they do not train them, they do not give them enough incentive, they do not attend to them as they should. So most times this untrained staff respond to customer
aggressively.
Yes, give them back to back the way they're responding, instead of, if they have been trained, if they have been provided with resources,
information, and sometimes
yes,
they don't even understand their job description.
Yes, because a lot of companies do not have that policy. They just have this stringent fixed policy, whereas for customer experience in businesses, nothing is fixed. As fixed as a policy can be, there is a need to still be able to be flexible, move around, to attend to cases as it is. No two cases are the same. Now, no two customers are coming. They might have similar complaints, but their experience, really, the experiences are not the same. So there are times that you have to adjust based on the peculiarity of that customer. So I think that is the reason why most companies in Nigeria seem not to. They focus more on the sales than the customer experience, forgetting that it is the customer experience that eventually bring the sales and the revenue that you need.
I love that. That is so insightful, and I believe this is an eye opener for any business owner, because sometimes, like you said, they believe policies are not meant to be flexible, but they just want to focus more on the sales and customer experience. If it's a very good one, they would always want to even refer and
yes,
refer and
trust
refer.
me. Yes.
So, like I said earlier on, we are going to start a case that happened in Nigeria that everybody, I mean, it was not just a case that happened, but like 2 cases happened almost at the same time.
Okay.
And that is the case of Comfort Emerson, who was a passenger on an Ibom Air flight in August 2025. And she was allegedly to have refused to switch off her phone, verbally abused and physically assaulted flight crew. And this truly is a case of unruly behavior as she has exhibited at the time. And do not forget, they said allegedly. Now, in that kind of scenario now, you saw that, okay, this customer was uncooperative. She wasn't ready to do what was meant to be done. And in as much as you are not listening to authorities, that is an unruly behavior. Now, that is an example in aviation sector.
Right.
Now, let us now apply it generally, even in banking sector, in different sectors, even healthcare. We have, I mean, somebody is dying and the doctor is like, we just have to wait or something, and the patient is getting impatient at that point. Or it's bank, I want my money, you are telling me I can't withdraw now, the internet is not working. So this kind of situation whereby you are trying to address an issue and the customer is not even on the same page with you, how can this kind of behavior be handled? How can it be managed rather across all boards?
Okay, the case study you cited is a tricky one, really, and I'll try to be careful.
That's why I try to like just pick out some cards that
but really, I think just like sales and every other business, there's a general model, right, that is fundamental, and just like customer experience to handling customer behavior, right? I'll say you stay calm, stay professional, and try to offer safety. Those are the key things that should be on your mind. Stay calm, stay professional. No matter the sector you are, I think in your mind as a customer service agent, person, professional, you should stay calm and stay professional. Now, you must remember that you are representing a brand.
Exactly.
You are not there for yourself, for a brand. The customer is there for himself or herself. You are not there for yourself, you are there for a brand. So whatever you do, have that at the back of your mind. For that case, I really think there is a better way to handle that. Exactly. You should have done that, say, separate and conquer. You don't need to go band to band. Yes, and like, you don't give energy for energy as a way of handling customer behavior. It doesn't work. It will never work. That case, really, I just thought that they could have handled it in a better way. If the crew members or they had been calmer and more professional, it wouldn't have gotten to that extent. That's one. And number two, which is, okay, after staying calm, stay professional, I think everybody just wants to hear an explanation. If I'm a customer and I come on to you, however you want to, the first thing is I expect you to listen to me, understand me, and then explain to me. Everybody just wants an explanation. Nobody is really unreasonable. It's just because you have not explained to them. Everybody wants you to feel like they are important and they are respected. If on that flight, I don't know what happened, and I'm not going to speak into it, but really, if the conversation have gone in a, good morning, our esteemed passenger, we understand that you want to respond to message, and however, at this moment, we will appreciate if you can just for a little time for this and this to happen due to this, we will just appreciate, and as soon as we are safe, we would ask you to put it. I think, again, like I said, I don't really know what I think it would have been better. So for every conversation, every industry, if you try to make your customers feel important, feel respected, feel valued, feel heard, then you can proceed really. again, to that case, I think if you are still professional, don't give. I'm tempted to go deeper into it because I talk to businesses as a business consultant. I am startups, and I tell them this is the most important part of your business after the quality of your product. Even I don't want to compare to sales, but this is very important because it's good for you to get the first time customer, but it is better if they can come back again. And how will they come back? Not just because of the quality of your product, but because of the experience. Yes. Most people in Nigeria buy by emotion, and that is to say that it is not just the quality, right? It is not logic. This is better than this, but it is. I like these people. I enjoy. The enjoyment is not really in the quality; it's in how they feel, right? And it is what it is, right? So many people use brands today, not really for the quality. They don't mind spending that high just because of how they feel, how you made them feel
good.
Yes, and the experience generally. So I think they could have handled it better, really. And to other sector, 1, stay calm. 2, stay professional. 3, understand that you are representing a brand. There are things that you could take outside. That takes me back to when I said companies don't train their staff, right? Because you make them understand that you're training staff, looking at who should I employ. We are different. So those you employ in customer service are different from those you employ in sales. Those you employ in risk, in compliance, in human resource. Why? Because there are some character traits that you need from them. You have to be able to control yourself. You have to be patient. You have to have the ability to listen well. Because those are the traits and character that are needed for that role. Right? That person might not be able to do other job, compliance or whatever. But you have to. So if companies look at those traits, then they will know the right person to employ. Because you have to look at the part of energy for energy. You are representing a brand, so you can't give that out.
And sometimes, thank you very much for all that. I mean, very deep, and I believe different brands can pick 1 or 2 lessons from that. And that's also the main reason people, especially customer service agents, they need to have empathy and also personalize the person's pain.
Exactly.
So, because if you put yourself in their shoes, you'd understand them better. And okay, I would have asked this, but let me just ask it something so brief.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't necessarily blame the companies or the brands because they might have done everything they need to do. But there are some customers, it seems that they are insatiable. They will always complain, they are difficult to satisfy, and they have very unrealistic expectations.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. So how do companies then handle this kind of customers? Every time they're always exhibiting this possible unruly behavior.
Okay, so I know there might be, right, but like I said the other time, that no customer is coming with the intention that, no, I want to break you people's brand. It is first because they were not heard, first because they were not responded to as at the time they send the message, right? And like you mentioned, that one of the important things is that you should have empathy as customer service professional. Feel their pain, let them know. For me, in the sector where I play currently, I play in the finance fintech sector, and right, if somebody comes with a complaint, it is with money. I am so sorry. First thing, I tender an unreserved apology on behalf of my brand, my company. We are so sorry because we have cost you already. You needed the money at the time, you didn't get it, or whatever, for whatever. Even if the mistake was not ours, we apologize first. We feel your pain. Make them feel that you know why they are breaking, if that is the right word to use, right? And make them feel that you understand. Then go ahead with your explanation. If I message you that something is wrong, in my years of experience, I've seen people come in angry, and after explanation, and you give them, this is what happened, we are so sorry, but we are trying to do this, and we will do this, and you follow up. You see that it is and for customers that seem to, so first thing is you need to know how to set expectations. So again, in my sector, I work with OPay, and some customer will come, say, so I focus on key accounts, and they come, yeah, I would onboard, but I need loan. Right? Yeah, but I'm going to tell you almost immediately. I know you need loan. We give loan to a merchant. However, you have to have bank with us for about 6 months so that we can see the consistency in your behavior, in how you transact and all of that before we can discuss. So I'm saying that so that my goal is not to onboard you. You telling me you need loan, and the first month, end of first month or second month, you're telling, where is the loan? You told me other people are giving loan. I already told you from the start. It will take. So when that expectation is not well spelled out, there are times that it brings frustration, and so that is why. So some brands set an unexpected or expectations are quite.
They give empty
real.
promises.
Yeah. So you already set the ball in motion. You already promised them, and you're coming back not fulfilling that. So that is actually most of the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Overpromise.
Yes.
And all that.
On that deliver. So that is most of the time. People that come back raking is because you told them something else and you are doing something different.
Interesting. This is getting more insightful, and but you know what? You have to go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional, currently working with OPay, and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. This is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment to, yeah. But it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. All right, thank you so much, ConsumerHallaTV. Keep watching.
Alright, welcome back. If you are just joining us, you are watching Mind the Gap, and we are discussing how to convert an unruly customer to a loyal customer. And our guest is still Mr. Stephen Olorunshisi. You made mention of so many points before the break, and I've learned myself, and I'm quite sure every other brand they've learned one or two things, and it boils down to the fact that there are needs for resolutions at the end of the day. Every customer wants their complaints to be resolved, and there are crucial roles as active listening it plays. Now let's look at as a business consultant to yourself, how have you been able to help out different businesses that have issues with customers who exhibit unruly behavior?
Okay, like I mentioned the other time that I tell businesses that you should know that your goal in whatever you're doing is that you convert customers, you get them, but beyond getting them, you ensure that they come back. That is where your revenue, your profits is them coming back. So, and that comes from one, the quality of your product, and two, the experience they have. All right. So if a customer is acting anyhow, you have to first understand them, empathize with them. I am so sorry. I understand why you feel this way. We are Nigerians. Somebody once told me, and I think I use it in my day-to-day life, and particularly in business, that everybody likes to be respected.
Exactly.
And this is how respect works. If I want it, I just take it, I throw it at you. Default setting, you throw it back at me. Let me use the most uncommon one, Nigerian police. If on the highway, they are there, and or maybe across the gate, and I just slow down, I wind down. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing? Under the sun, how have you been? So sorry, well done. Some people can say not every time, but I can promise you that most of the time. Oh, God, well done. How are you doing? And I'm not doing that so that but just if you throw respect at people, so also customers, they want to be respected. So if I'm so sorry you feel this. I was trying to transfer yesterday, I'm so sorry. Sincerely apologize. She must have wanted to use that money of, I'm so sorry. May I know what I first apologize, telling the person I feel your pain. A customer tried to reach me around 2 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. Because she needed to make a purchase that mean, these prices will increase overnight. Yeah. So she got that information. She was trying to make a purchase. Luckily, I was awake, right? And she was saying, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, I understand that a 1 naira, 10 naira, yes, a 10 naira difference. I know what it will mean to you, and I'm ready and I'm happy to help. And you cannot believe that experience. She had referred me to how many clients I could mention now, right? And those are the little things that matter. Telling them you feel their pain, that I understand why you want to do this, and days that you cannot meet the expectation. I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll do this. We'll that. I have a customer. I think I would end that we needed a feature on our product. It wasn't available yet. We do not have it, and I don't even know if we're trying to do that. But I give feedback. I'm so sorry we don't have this. These are the things that we have. And tomorrow, what you asked for yesterday, I'm so sorry. We reported it already. We are going to work on it. But for now, these are the things that we have. This is how we can help. Everybody just wants to be respected. Want to feel like I am part of this. You know that I'm important and I'm ready. So if I sell rice and you give me a complaint, yes. Because every complaint is a feedback, is a way of improving what you do. It just means you are not doing it perfectly. You can do this better and better. And really, so I hope I answered that part of the question.
I mean, you've said so much and you've covered so much on these, even within a short period. You've been able to highlight basic things, and I believe every customer watching too can know that they can pick one or two things from, and brands can also learn. Now, you've said so much. Now, on a final note, how do you think a company can identify obvious gaps and also convert an unruly customer to a loyal one? How can they do that?
Okay, so I think for company, the first is they need to understand the gap, the complaint. Right, so because if you do not get the complaints first, you cannot treat the cases. So what are the complaints? Complaints, like I said, they are feedbacks. So it means that you are not doing something well. So companies need to take all of those complaints and sit down and see how they can fix that. So if they're able to fix that, one, they're able to solve that. Number two, training their staff, being intentional about their customer service department, because they're the one that brings back your team. And so if you train them well on all of these things, being patient, responding with empathy, not giving energy for energy, knowing that they are important to your business. Yes. They listen. Customers are kings, but even kings, they listen to advice. They listen to people. Yeah. Kings listen. So treat them as king, but also give advice. Yeah. So that is companies should just focus on what are the complaints, pick it together. What should we do? How do we make the product better? How do we reduce this complaint? Number one. Number two, train the people that are going to be responding, right? How do you respond? Be calm, be professional, be patient. Don't give energy back for energy and all of those things. And I can promise you that the complaints will reduce. People will listen. Again, everybody just wants to be heard. We are all reasonable beings.
I love that, and that is our motto. You deserve to be heard.
Amazing.
We are a consumer advocacy channel.
Okay,
our focus basically is on consumers. So, like you said, everyone deserves to be heard, and every customer is a king. And like you rightly said, kings even listen.
Advice.
It's very important for brands to know this. And I picked a point earlier. Let me just reiterate. And you said earlier that it's not the quality of your product alone that makes them come back.
Yes.
It's the experience. You can have a very nice product, and I mean, you don't have good customer service,
and
nobody will come back.
Yes, and not forgetting that no one product is in the market. Trust me. You think your product is best, be there. You just see another brand, another competitor that will do something same, or even might not be up to that, but they'll just enjoy it. So don't think you're just the only one.
Interesting. I wish you could go on, but because of our time, and I mean, I'm so happy that you were able to be here today.
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much.
Mr. Steven,
It's an honor,
who is
thank
a
you.
business consultant. And in case you need, advice, you need help, you need to grow on your business, I'm quite sure he is available for you. Just a phone call, even if it is 3 a.m. He's there for you.
Well, for the right price, yes, that one.
All right, this is all we can expound on today's edition of Mind the Gap, and thank you for staying tuned. And I'm quite sure you've learned 1 or 2 things today. Till I grace your screen the next edition. Remember, customers are kings, and you can always make them come back for a very feel good experience. Bye for now.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofeko Foworola, and you know what? They call me the AUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing, and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHallaTV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market. From the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call market home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHallaTV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media and on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing, and we'll be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. And that is why at ConsumerHallaTV,
You deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayo Mikonle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHallaTV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind if it's just a jealous person.
Oh,
It's new movie release, update, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHallaTV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
Hi people, my name is Mo Fakorede and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'll watch, you'll learn, you'll be educated, and you'll be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Sharon Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHallaTV. Now, ConsumerHallaTV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHallaTV, where they discuss anything consumer needs, and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching it.
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. Any consumer related issues, they've got you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional, currently working with Obey and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment too. Yeah, but it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. All right, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
Hello, good day. My name is Tunde Balogun. I'm the lead pastor at the Kingsborough Church in London. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV, which is a new initiation into the TV industry in Nigeria, the first of its kind in Nigeria. And I know that it's going to bring value and quality into the service industry. ConsumerHalla TV is here to offer value to service industry and to give a voice to consumers, bring awareness to the brand industry, and also bring education to what it is to have quality for what you paid for. I know that through ConsumerHalla TV, you are going to be able to get what you have paid for quality-wise and also give a voice to you in wherever it is that you do. I am here to support and give a shout out to say that keep watching ConsumerHalla TV and we'll have a better quality for value in Nigeria and in the global space. Please continue to watch ConsumerHalla TV because it is here to make things work better for you. It is on this note that I would like to say a big congratulations to the chairman and CEO of ConsumerHalla TV, Pastor Tunde Olufowora, and all the staffs of this great organization. Thank you for what you do. You are making things happen for us, and I pray that God bless you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Toyin Balogun. I'm here to give a shout out to ConsumerHalla TV, #1 platform helping you to shop smart, spend wisely, and live better. Anytime you have any kind of issues with your shopping, or you want to know a very honest review, please contact ConsumerHalla TV, here to help you. And please join the community where we can all make life easy and better for all of us.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer. And as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
It's another day, another episode of Market Today on ConsumerHalla TV. Today we are live at Dokpemo Market to check prices, compare and review prices of different food commodities. Talk about onions, talk about pepper, talk about fish, talk about tomatoes. We are here to review them all. My name is Nwoke Peace. Come with me, let's explore what the market is saying today.
Good morning, ma.
Roma.
Yes, ma. What is your name, ma?
My name is Mrs. Adelakun.
Mrs. what?
Adelakun.
Adelakun. How are you today, Mrs. Adelakun?
Fine.
You're fine.
So,
Mrs. Adelakun, what do you sell in this market?
Monteja.
Smoked fish. These are the smoked fish that you sell in this market.
Yes.
So, can you walk me through the prices of your goods?
Okay,
tell me.
1,000, 2,000, 500, 2,000, 3,000, 1,500.
So this one 1,000. Yes. This one 500. This one is
2,000.
2,000. Is it because this one is bigger than this one that the price is like this, or is because of how you buy it in the market?
No, size no. So price
So when you buy your fish, the raw fish, where do you get your fish from? So where do you get your raw fish from before processing it?
Dokpemu Road. Ní Dokpemu. Number 27 along the road.
So ní Dokpemu yẹn báyìí, ó níyàn tẹ́ máa rà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Yes.
So mo fẹ́ béèrè, how many years have you been selling in this market?
Ó ti kọjá 10 years.
You've been selling in this market for like 10 years?
Yes.
And when you started in this market, was it this fish that you were selling, or you started with something else?
Òun náà ni mò ń tà. Mo gbà lọ́wọ́ mọ́mì mi ni mọ́mì mi ló ń tà. So èmi kọ́ ni mò ń tà. So ó ti tó 10 years tèmi náà ti ń tà. Mọ́mì ló ń tà tẹ́lẹ̀.
So how has market been from that 10 years ago that you've been selling here compared to how the market is now?
Ó move díẹ̀díẹ̀ ṣá. Ó wà okay bọ̀. Kò ń ṣe price tá à ń rà tẹ́lẹ̀ là ń rà ní ti. So ó ti wọ́n ju tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ.
And do you think customers complain when they buy?
Àwọn complain o. Wọ́n ní tẹ́lẹ̀ kan là ń lé nísìn.
And do you want to tell them now that it's not your fault though?
Wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe fault wa. Ọwọ́ àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa ló wà.
Okay, so ma, I want to ask, what challenges do you face in this market?
Ó pọ̀ gan-an, ká tó face smoking. Oríṣiríṣi ṣá.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀, ẹ sọ fún mi.
Àwọn afọ́sí ká tó smoke ṣá.
So smoke is the major problem you face in this line of work. Okay, ma. So if you can tell the government one thing, what will you tell them?
Wọ́n assist mi ni wọ́n lè gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún mi. Wọ́n lè fún mi lówó bísínẹ́sì. Owó ńlá tó dẹ́rù bòṣì. Tó bá gbé mi kó lójú sí bus stop. Ojú sí bus stop ni mo rí. Mo tún pọn ọmọ sẹ́yìn ẹyin tí mo tún ń jó. So kí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣàánú mi kó fún mi lówó.
Okay. So if government gives you money, now that big money, is it this fish that you continue to sell, or is another business?
Màmá tẹja náà ni mo tẹ́ pé ń tán ti mọ̀ mí mọ̀ tí mò ń tà náà ni. So màá lọ sí tútù, màá ta tútù, màá sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù ńlá. So màá ṣí cold room. Bóyá pé ibi ṣọ́ọ̀bù náà ni mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Pé ibi kékeré nìyẹn tí wọ́n kọ́ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ kó tó di ńlá. So bóyá pé ṣọ́ọ̀bù náà ni. Tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ń tà fáwọn tí àwa náà tó ń tún tà bí irú tiwa báyìí. So màá appreciate it.
Okay. So okay. Thank you, ma, for your time. Good morning, ma. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Okay, please, can you tell me your name?
My name is Agbeke.
Agbeke. Agbeke Ola. Agbeke.
Agbeke Ade.
Agbeke Ade. So, Agbeke Ade, what do you sell in this market, Dokpemu market?
I sell tomatoes, pepper, tatashe. We sell it in bulk. We sell it like if you want to buy it in bulk or you want to share with people, you can also book us for a party. We deliver nationwide.
Okay. So you sell tomato, you sell pepper, you sell tatashe, basically things for making stew. Yes, okay. So Agbeke, how many years have you been selling in this market?
It was my mom's business, so I was born and brought up there.
So you took over the family business.
She's still the one that owns it. I'm just assisting her.
Okay. So how many years have you been assisting your mom? Has your mom been in this market selling this tomato and pepper?
She have been here for so long. More than 25 years or 27 years.
That's nice. So you've been selling here for more than 25 years with your mom. The prices of this tomato and everything you sell, how has it been compared to the recent price now?
Then as at then that she normally goes to the market by herself, at times she may even take like 5,000 naira to the market and buy a lot of things, and she will still bring change. Now if you have like 200,000, it's bike that will carry the goods come for you.
Wow.
And you only like you'll be looking at it like, is this the amount, is this what I bought with this huge amount? Like you'll be like, have I lost money or something? But at the end, we see that the money is like, market is so expensive now.
So basically you get, like, you go to the market with bigger money and you get lesser goods.
Yes, you go to the market with bigger money and get lesser goods.
Okay, so I want to ask you, this market that you're selling now, how do you get returning customers? Like people that buy from you and then they come back to buy. What makes them want to come back to keep buying from Agbeke and her mommy?
Is the way you have to have business strategy. You have to know how to how to handle your customer. At times my customer may come to me, they'll be like they need cash. I know if they want to withdraw the money, they will have to pay for it, but I will sacrifice myself and give it to them, like, because I'm trying to hold them tight so that they won't go to another place. And some people can even come, something they know we can't sell, like pepper and tomato 400. They can come and say, I want to buy tomato and pepper 400. I will sell to them, because some other time they would like to come and buy it. Like they might buy plenty or bring another person that wants to buy much.
That's nice. That's really good. So basically you're saying that customer service is so important, and it's your customer service that brings people to keep buying from you. So I want to ask you, what challenges do you face in this market?
From guys, like there are some guys that will ask me out. If I didn't answer them, they might not come to me again. For some women, they may talk rudely, like they'll be like, they will look down on you as if you are nothing because you are selling in the main road. You don't know what's happening there. Like some people can look down on you, like they'll be like, you are selling in the main road, you are nothing. You might be nothing, but at least they should give you the regard that at least this person is trying to survive.
So I want you all to know that Agbeke treats her customer with high regard. Our customer service is high. So the same way she's treating you with high regard, you should treat her as something. Don't look at her anyhow. Don't look at her with the face of a nobody because she's selling tomato. Basically, if Agbeke does not sell, you will not eat. That's how it goes. So Agbeke, I want to ask you, if you have a question for the government, or if you have something that you want to say to the government, what will you tell them about this market that you are selling?
They should help us to reduce the rate of things. Like gas is expensive now, and it's really affect the market because some people cannot even afford. They can't afford money to buy to fuel gas. So people that cannot afford money to fuel gas, how would they be able to buy something to cook? It's really affect the business. They should help us to reduce the rate of things.
Okay, so government should reduce the prices of things, because if they reduce it, people will be able to come and buy from you. Okay, so I want to ask you, where do you get your tomato and your pepper from?
At times I get it at Ileko in bulk, but when there is no tomato at Ileko, we get at my 12. Come now.
Like how many baskets do you take in a day?
It depends on how the market is. Like if it's close to, like if during the week, we don't get a lot of baskets. But if it is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have to get goods.
Because people, it's the weekend that people want to make stew
for the next coming weekend.
Okay.
All right.
So, thank you so much, Agbeke, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Báwo ni iṣẹ́ wà dáadáa lénìí?
Mo wà okay, mo wà fine.
Ẹ wà fine. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà, kí lorúkọ yín?
Sikrat Kọ́láwọlé.
Ma?
Secret Kọ́láwọlé.
Secret Kọ́láwọlé. Mrs. Secret, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lẹ ń tà nínú ọjà Dọ̀pẹ̀mú? Kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ ń tà nínú ọjà yìí?
Mo ń ta onions. Mo ń ta àwọn èròjà kan pepper soup. Mo dẹ̀ ń ta sóbò. Àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń tà nìyẹn.
Okay. Ṣẹ́yìn náà lẹ ń ta àwọn ewé ugu àti scent leaf? Okay. So ọjà tí yín ní báyìí? Okay. Mrs. Secret, èló lẹ wá ń ta àwọn onions yín? Ńlá yìí, kékeré mọ́ ẹ́, àtàwọn èròjà pepper soup yìí, èló lẹ ń tà wọ́n?
Ẹ ṣé gan. Àwọn ilé ìwọ 1,000. Àwọn ilé ìfà 500. Sínú basket yẹn 2,000. Àwọn kíní turmeric kọ̀ọ̀kan ìfà 500. Oní 1,000 wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn ginger yẹn náà ó wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ but tó ti come down sí. Àti lé oní 500, oní 200 wà. Àwọn sóbò yẹn náà bó ṣe wà yẹn. À ń ta dèríkà yẹn ní 600, 500. Ọjà wa ó sì. Àwọn tìsàlẹ̀ yẹn 200 ní tán bá price ẹ̀ ní 3,500 a máa ta fún mi.
So táwọn èèyàn bá price tìsàlẹ̀ báyìí ní 3,500. Ṣé nǹkan tó máa ń mú káwọn èèyàn padà wá ń rà lọ́wọ́ yìí ni tó bá ti rà?
Tá bá ti bá wa rà, tá bá ta fún mẹ́ta 500, a tún bá wọn fi sí. Tán bá rí ilé náà, a máa bá wọn fi sí. A máa respect customer dáadáa, dẹ̀ máa bá wọn ṣeré. So wọ́n á tún lè máa bá wa rajà.
So ọdún mélòó lẹ ti ń tajà ní Dọ̀pẹ̀mú?
At least a ti lé ní nǹkan bíi 25 tí ó bá jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
25 years. So ìgbà tẹ́ ti ń tà láti 25 years ẹ̀ ṣé ọjà tẹ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ni àbí eléyẹ kò túnṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀?
Ẹ ṣé gan, mi ò tajà méjì látìgbà tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ọjà tẹ́ ń tà ẹ̀ náà lẹ ń tà. Wow. A jẹ́ pé ẹ ti láwọn customer tó ti mọ̀ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Okay ma. So mo fẹ́ bèrè bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe ọjà tẹ́ ń tà 25 years yẹn, price nǹkan tẹ́ ń tà ń gbà yẹn compared to buy, ṣé price yẹn ṣó jọjú àbí?
Ṣé pé àtìgbà ṣé ìgbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ṣé price yẹn ó high ní àbólò?
Àbólò bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ṣé ó high ni?
Ó high sí. Òde ṣé ó wá affect bí àwọn èèyàn ṣe ń rajà lọ́wọ́ yín?
Nàìjíríà ló nìyẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan ni ó gòkè sí. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ irú onions tẹ́lẹ̀ tààtà ní 1,000 kò ju 50 naira lọ. A máa ra àpò ńgbà yẹn bóyá fi 10,000, bóyá 3,000, 5,000. But nísìnyí à ń rà ní 300,000. À ń rà ní 150,000. Ṣé rí pé ó ti change? Gbogbo nǹkan ló ti change.
So màá mo fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín bí ọjà yín ṣe rí yín ṣe báyìí, bó lẹ ti máa ń rà, bó lẹ ti máa ń gbé àwọn ọjà yìí, bó lẹ ti ń ra àwọn onions yìí?
My 12 òun ni ilé ọjà wa tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ but nísìnyí a ti ní orí ọ̀fẹ́. Àwọn tó ń ta My 12 náà ni wọ́n á ń ta nílé epo. So a máa ń lọ ra báàgì ilé epo náà.
So My 12 náà lẹ ti ń gẹ̀ta àwọn ilé ìyàbọ̀ máa ń gbé wá fún yín?
Àwọn mọ́là ló ń tà, a máa lọ rà á ni wọ́n ń gbé wá fún wa. A máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn, a máa lọ rà wá. Wọn kì í gbé wá fún wa. A lè lọ rà nílé epo, a lè lọ rà My 12. Wọn kì í gbé wá fún wa.
So a bag of onions is around 150,000 to 200,000 right now, current price. Okay ma. Mo fẹ́ bèrè kí ni àwọn ìdojúkọ challenges tẹ́ ti ń face ní inú ọjà yìí láti ìgbà tẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìtajà?
Ayọ̀ ni o. Tó téèyàn bá wà láàyè tó wà láàyè tó dẹ̀ ní àlàáfíà. So ayọ̀ la face. A rí aburú kankan láti face. Bá rí ìbànújẹ́ àjẹ̀lú wàhálà. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run.
So one more thing ma, tí ẹ bá ní nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ fún ìjọba nípa ọjà yín àti ọjà Dọ̀pẹ̀mú, kí lẹ máa sọ fún ìjọba?
Kí mo fẹ́ sọ fún ìjọba? Ṣé tíjọba bá fẹ́ gbówó fún mi ló kù? Tíjọba bá fẹ́ fún mi lówó ló kù. Nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ni téèyàn bá mówó dání kò lè rajà. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ máa rà lọ́wọ́ tiwa náà tán bá mówó dání wọn ò lè rà. Nǹkan tá a kàn fẹ́ sọ fún ìjọba náà ni pé kán túbọ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ káwọn nǹkan kó less. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yẹn kíṣẹ́ wà nílùú, káwọn èèyàn ríṣẹ́ ṣe, kọ́jà less, lọ́jà bá less, so á rọ everybody lọ́rùn. Àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ oṣù kan sanwó gidi fún wọn, tán bá sanwó gidi fún wọn, wọ́n á ra nǹkan gidi lọ́wọ́ tiwa náà. Àwọn nǹkan tá a lè sọ pé kíjọba ṣe náà nìyẹn. so Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́.
Thank you, Ma. So we've heard from Mrs. Secret that sells onions, zobo leaves, ginger, and other pepper soup spices. Now, Mrs. Secret sells in Dokpemu Market, and the price of our goods range from 1,000 naira, from as low as 500 naira to 2,000 naira. So if you're looking for where to buy onions and pepper soup spices and zobo leaves in Dokpemu Market, Mrs. Secret is your one stop. And Mrs. Secret has implored the government to make things easier for civil servants. She has implored them to make life easier for our citizens, so that when life is easier for the citizens, they can come over here and they'll be able to buy to their art content. So yeah. Good morning, Ma.
Good morning, welcome.
Please, what is your name and what do you sell here?
My name is Mrs. Comfort Adebanji.
Comfort Adebanji. So, Ma, can you mention some of the things you sell and the price that you sell them?
I'm selling no-shiku, star. The no-shiku is 19, star is 16. Tomato, we have the roll of 900, 800, 700 for the tomatoes.
This one is
800.
This one is 800. Why this one is how much?
700.
This one is 700. So what makes the price different? Is it from the company or?
From the company.
It's from the company?
Yes.
Okay. So what about the ones over here? Are they part of what you sell?
Yes. It's a part of it.
Okay. So how much do you sell a crate of egg for?
It depends on the sizes. We are selling the one of 6,000 crates, 6,800, 5,800. The smallest size is 5,500.
The smallest size is 5,500. Okay. Okay. So what is this, Ma, and how much do you sell it? This is zobo leaf. So if I want to make zobo like this is what I will use. Okay. So how much do you sell zobo?
The paint is 2,500. White Rika is 600.
So if I want to make zobo now, is it only zobo leaf that we use, or there are other things that we use with them?
Different things. We are using cinnamon, glove for coconut, glove, ginger, garlic, cinnamon. After we have coconut, for preservative, we have preservative for it, and we have flavor to make it sweet without using sugar.
So all these things that you've mentioned are the preservative, you sell it here in this shop.
Yes.
So in Adon here, if you want to buy zobo leaves and the preservatives and everything you need to make your zobo, you can get it from Mama Funsho shop.
Yes.
Okay. So Ma, what challenges do you face in this market?
With the market?
Yes.
We don't have any issue with anybody. Our market is going on. I have a happiness with them. The thing where I need money. For God, I'm still repeating it to help me to put on market. There are so many markets we are supposed to sell, but money is disturbing me.
So if you can tell the government one thing now, what will you tell them?
The thing where I will tell them, this is what I'm saying, that I need their help to give me money to do business. Without money, you can't do business. Business day, many markets to sell, but there's no money. The little one where I'm selling self is credit. When I sell finish, I have to pay the money.
So I want to ask you, how was your market how has been your market in the last 3 months? Like, is the price better in the last 3 months compared to now?
Thank God. The market is not stable. Not be the thing where we buy last one, now we are buying this month. So you understand? So we can't talk. It depends on the company give us the market. Like this one yesterday, now they supply me is less than another one. Where we are selling one 200, we are selling this one 150. This our market is cut your coat according to your size. If na 150 but all are good. Shey you understand? That's what we will not get issue. The company they are trying because we go pay tax. You know?
Yes.
For this Lagos now, nothing wey you do wey you no go pay tax. That's it.
So I also want to ask you, do you buy directly from company or you buy from retailers? All this, your tomato, your spag, your indomie, do you buy from the company or?
This is how like spag now. We have the dealer when they go carry am from company, they are selling for us. This market is going like 4. You know, the motor you are bringing it from company, the prices is different from the wholesaler people. So you understand? So I'm dealing with the company people, then they bring for us. If I need like 5 carton, then go offload for me. So the price as I buy from them go stay different from the people wholesalers. Because as then they give me, I fit say 950. But if I buy from this 1,000, but the prices is the difference.
So if you buy from them and the price is different when you are buying from them, does it affect how you sell to your customers too? You said that you buy from companies sometimes 950.
No, if I buy from them, I feel say at rate of 950.
Okay, when you buy from them, you sell at the rate of 950.
But if I buy from the wholesalers, I no fit sell like that.
Okay. So if you buy from the company directly, it's cheaper to sell to your customer than when you buy from wholesalers. Okay, that's very good.
Because me, I'm a retailer.
Okay.
I'm a retailer. But sometimes if the ask of wholesale, if I get the one where I fit sell like wholesale, I go sell. When little change is coming out for me, it's okay.
So how do you get your customers to come back? Like if they come today now and they buy from you, what will make them come back?
As I'm approaching them, if I see you tomorrow now, I don't know you. I know say you come interview me, I go welcome you, auntie. Thank you for that day. Because there's the day almost 2 months ago now, one lady near me like you. I don't know from their company, then come say, Mama, one interview for something. I no pursue them. They sit down and say, you sit down. We talk together. After now he say, Mama, you will see my hand. He gave me transfer of 1.5 for my car. I say, thank you. Okay. After now he come surprise me, say, they come from one company. They say, make you come give me gift. What's the gift? Solar.
That's so nice.
Solar. The solar have 4 bulb. Then bring the person where go hang for me. If there's no light in the night, now I go plug the solar. Everywhere go play. I say, thank you. Ilé-iṣẹ́ yín ò ní jóná o.
So you sell till late at night?
I'm leaving here like 10 o'clock.
Wow. And what time do you get here in the morning?
10 fucking time. I fit enter market 6 o'clock. It depends on my power bill. And I'm over 60.
Wow. All right, ma. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning.
Okay, how are you today?
Very fine.
Very fine. So, ma, please tell me your name.
My name is Queen.
Queen. Okay, so Queen, please, what do you sell in this market?
Okay, I sell vegetables.
You sell vegetable. Yes. What type of vegetable do you sell?
That's particularly ugu, scent leaf, water leaf, and also bitter leaf.
So right now I can only see ugu here. And you mentioned ugu, scent leaf, bitter leaf, and water leaf. Where are the rest of your vegetables?
Scent leaf is there, bitter leaf is there, but I don't have water leaf today.
You don't have water leaf today. But if customer come next time, they will see water leaf here.
Yes.
Okay. So how long have you sold in this market?
For like 2 years now.
For like 2 years. So from the time that you started selling up to now, how has the prices of market been?
It has not been stable. It has changed very, very well. It has not been stable. No, the size you are buying for 8,000 is now 20,000. Yes. So started from 8,000, 10, 12, from 12, 15, from 15 it got to 20. And so we still have another size. They say 30. So it depends. The price is not stable.
So you buy a bag, a bunch of vegetable of ugu. A what?
We call it head, one head, like
Okay.
one big head.
Okay, a head of ugu for 20,000 naira. But when you started 2 years ago, you were buying it for 8,000 naira. Wow, that is a lot. So, where do you get your ugu from? Which market do you buy from?
Okay, we can buy from this market we call Ilekpo. See if you are going to command. Some people still buy from command. Some people buy from Agege. Some people buy from beggar. They go to the farm directly themselves to buy. Some people still buy from Oshod.
So you don't buy from farmers themselves?
We buy it. Farmers bring it to the market. Then we go to the market to buy.
Okay, ma. So I want to ask you, how do you get your customers to always come back to buy ugu from you? What makes Queen special in this market?
Nothing so really. Just that when you come, you just display your goods and this as they pass by, you can come them and buy. But as they see it, if it's fresh, they patronize you.
Okay. So what are the challenges that you face in this market? What are those things that you don't really like that has been giving you challenges in this market?
I can't say for now, but just that one thing is that sales is dull. I don't think I have any challenges.
Sales is dull. So if you want the government to do something for you now, what will you tell the government?
Yeah, to do. I don't know, just that this place we are staying, most times if it's raining, we don't have where to stay, and also sun. When it's sunny, it disturbs a lot.
So if you see money now, you get umbrella, yeah, to cover yourself up. Okay, that is okay. So how much do you sell your ugu for and your water leaf and?
Okay, ugu is for 300. While water leaf is 200.
Sorry,
A bunch
like
is
this
300.
300 naira.
Yes.
Water leaf is how much?
200 naira.
Water leaf is 200 naira.
Inside it, per bunch 200.
What about bitter leaf?
200 also.
Bitter leaf is 200 naira. Fixed price of 200 naira. Okay. Thank you, ma, for your time. It's a wrap on today's episode, guys, and you've heard from the sellers at Dokbemu Market, from Mrs. Securat that sells onions to Agbeke, whose impeccable customer service keeps a customer coming back for more. My name is Nwoke Peace, and you've heard the prices of markets today. Catch you on our next episode. Bye, guys.
Lights, camera, action. Today we celebrate originality, art, and excellence, and that is why we are the red carpet at O2 Academy to celebrate resilience and production of 4 projects by students who have done brilliantly well in the world of filmmaking. And today we are so happy because we've seen this production and they've gone through different processes, and that is why we all are so excited to watch the end product of this. Now join me as we capture the moment through our lens. My name is Iremofe Koforola. Hello, can we meet you?
My name is Wabu Samuel Peace. I'm a director, video editor, and what else do I do? So I also do a bit of tech too.
I would say congratulations on your story. And you wrote on the Progiga, right? So can you tell us more about that story? What really inspired that story?
What inspired that story is I know we all have this one person in our family that is always giving the family headache. That's one black sheep in the family, and because I live in an environment where I've seen all of these things. I have friends who are very wayward, who do not listen to their parents, and I've seen their parents easily give up on such children. And so I in my movie I try to inform the public that okay, I know sometimes you might be fed up, sometimes you're tired of seeing these things. Sometimes at times you pray and nothing is happening. It's just for you to not give up, to keep pushing, and that's it.
Interesting one out there. So what would you say to parents now that I know you mentioned in the story, because sometimes some were asking questions that should we just like leave it to the spiritual aspects whereby you just pray for them? What about you talking to the child also, trying to scold them? So what would you say to parents who have been trying to correct their children and it seems like nothing's working out?
Okay, I think in scolding your children, because you rebuke them in love. Now, when you rebuke a child and you don't tell what he or she does, they will start wondering why did they rebuke me? What have I done? Is it every time? You understand? So as a parent, and in this generation we have a lot of spoiled children. We have a lot of children who are not well brought up. Now, prayer works. I believe in prayer a lot. Prayer works. So, and I also believe that talking to your children in a way that will sit well with them, not shouting. Shouting can't do it. I mean, when I was growing up, our parents shout. If shouting and flogging would change a child, at least we have a lot of better children. We have a lot of good children. Okay, for example, check the touts, check the agbero. Would you want to say they were not raised well? Would you want to say their parents didn't flog them enough? Would you want to say they didn't go through discipline? They were disciplined. They went through discipline, but at the end, they turned out to be something else. So I think talking to your children, giving them in love, and praying for them. You understand? Pray. We've seen pastor child who turns out to be cultist in school. We've seen pastor children who turns out to be prostitutes in school. Would you want to tell me that their parents didn't try, or they were not disciplined? No, they were disciplined. But I feel, make your child your best friend, your friend. Talk to him. What's up? So with that, prayer with that, I think you would have better children.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see more of your projects. I can't really wait. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, can I meet you?
All right, so I'm Ifeke Francis. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a director, I'm a cinematographer, and I'm a video editor as well.
Wow, many parts embodied in one. Your film, My Country Happened, right? What really inspired that story? Because I know, no doubt, October 2020, there were Nigerians, most especially the youth, protested against police brutality, and there were a lot of killings and all that. So, what really inspired? Because that story was very relatable. I could see so many young Nigerians in that story. So, what really inspired that story for you?
All right, so twice I've encountered police where we had to exchange words. Things escalated. So I think I drew my story from that angle. So the first one was just normal routine check. Before you know, someone lifted up my shirt. I was like, why you're harassing me, and it turned into something else. So, and when NSAS now came in, I was like, this is me as well. It wasn't about the phone or bands. This was something that was happening on a daily basis. So you hear a police officer telling you, I will shoot you, and nothing will happen. So I also didn't write this film just to demean the Nigerian police. They are doing a great job, but this was written out of a social how will I put it? A social commentary. So this is what you guys, what was happening. We can do better with that. So it wasn't a way of demeaning the Nigerian police, but because I've also had a first-hand treatment from them several times. So that brought it. And I think something happened in Lagos State before I came into Lagos. So I heard the story while I was in Lagos then, where I think 25th of December, a lady was shot dead because of money. You didn't give me money. So I think when the idea to write the film came up, and I just figured out, okay, you know what, this story I heard here, let me do something about it, and I have a tweak in here and there to make something come up.
That was a very nice one. So, what greatest inspiration do you have for storytelling generally?
All right. For me, I think writing stories is good, but giving us a real first-hand story about what has happened is always better. So you see where you say inspired by, based on true life stories, those movies are more relatable than just fictional movies. Just came up to now and say this is this or that. So when you write stories out of a context of stuff that people have experienced, true life experiences, biography about people, that story is more likely to reach the soul of persons, because people watching you are also, they're not watching you just for, I want to spend time on Netflix. They want to be deep, they want to sink into your movie. So when you are able to capture your audience attention, so you end up watching a movie for 3 hours. Have you asked yourself why? It's because it's relatable. But movies are not relatable. In an hour 30 minutes you feel like jumping to something else. So it's writing something relatable, something that people have experienced, things people are talking about, talked about the discussions. Those are movies that drives and keep audience attentions.
Beautiful. So where do you see yourself in the next few years?
All right. So few years. Being one of the first and foremost, and the fan filmmaking, I am seeing myself as a not just a brand, but a household name. Because so we can have Dangote, we can have Tigiomo, we can have Clarence Peter. I think we can have a different film as well. Yeah. So on stage, making more movies, also going into commercials and music videos as well. Yeah. So not just film. So and the film is not just, I'm not here just to do film by God's grace. So I want to go into commercials. I also want to go into music videos as well.
Thanks so much for your time. Hello and congratulations on your film, The Nail Polish. So how do you feel today, people watching your work? It's just like somebody has betted a baby and everybody has gathered to name that baby. Yeah. But we are not just naming the baby has been named already. So how do you feel people watching The Nail Polish?
I feel ecstatic. I'm so happy, relieved, finally, after like many months of production and just hard work. I'm very, very happy.
Now, I know that is very symbolic, and someone who has not watched might not really understand. And I love your angle towards the story, talking about the male charge specifically. So why did you feel like there was need for attention on the male child?
Because we don't get enough stories we don't have a lot of people who like are willing to tackle a topic like this. It's very sensitive. I mean, who wants to touch a topic like this? Most of the time we hear of women being abused, which I love the conversation, but when can we hear about conversation about men who have also experienced this abuse as well? We have brothers, we have uncles, we have fathers who have experienced this, and yet we have not created a space, a safe space where we can have a conversation, a genuine, honest and human conversation about this. So I just felt like I needed to tell this story.
Interesting one. I love your boldness, and I love the fact that you could tell this kind of story. So for someone who has experienced this kind of abuse, what advice would you give them to like make them heal? Because it's not easy to heal.
No, it's not. I would encourage them to speak up. It's very hard. You're going to feel a lot of emotions. Like Donso in the movie, he experienced a lot of confusion and anger. And like I mentioned before starting this movie, I did a survey, and most of the responses really shocked, like really scared me almost. The aggression that these men felt because of what they experienced was something that needed an outlet, and I feel like they need to speak up. They need to seek out for help, because help is there waiting for them. Yeah,
I love that help is there and waiting for them. Finally, before I let you go, and if your life were to be a movie right now, what would it be?
Let's say To Kill a Monkey.
Oh, seriously? Wow, that really got me laughing, right? Interesting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Ebonoluwa Afode, and I am the director of Red Nail Polish. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
Give it up for she spoke first.
Congratulations on your film, She Spoke First. Can you just describe, first I would like to meet you, and can you describe what emotions you were going through when you were like penning down that, because it was really an emotional one, and it speaks about healing, it talks about trauma, it talks about so many things all embodied in one story. So I would want to know what was going through your mind while writing that story.
Okay, thank you so much. Like I said during the screening, the movie is basically a film that a story I wanted to tell that people can watch and just like feel like, okay, I'm not alone. Especially for people that share the same experience with me. The story I wanted to touch on generations and how each generation has unique experiences that sum up or lead up to how they are. So it's not a film that I want anybody to bash anybody, but I just want to tell a story that helps us to empathize with our mothers more, and more than just like apportioning blames and getting angry. We feel the emotions, like feel that okay, if they knew better they would have done better, but the way they trained us was basically what they knew. Basically that was like the whole idea, and I'm so excited that the reception I got. I was actually so nervous about how people would like respond to the film, but I'm very grateful for the reception I got. Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the different characters. It's cuts across different, like 3 generations. So which generation do you find really so difficult to build the character?
I'll say mostly the oldest woman, Mama Ijoma, because I grew up, I stayed for some time with my grandma, but I didn't really fully experience her like as much as I would have experienced my mom. So I'll say I got some ideas based on other people's experiences, like speaking with my mom, hearing how her mother treated her, some like her own experience growing up, and that was what will I say motivated or inspired me to write about Mama Ijoma. But based off just what people said, that was how I was able to write around Mama Ijoma. But I would say that was like maybe my most difficult character, because I had to use Igbo, I had to do some tiny research just so that everything I'm writing is correct. So yeah, I'd say that one was my most Yeah.
I truly enjoyed it, and it really portrays strength in vulnerability, and it's a very deep story. So, how did you get inspired to pick that title first? I mean, she spoke first, and it's really a lot. I want to know what inspired the title and the casting. I must say, amazingly, they did quite well. So, the casting and the title.
Yeah, so for the title, like the whole idea is that my generation, this new generation is a generation that is able to speak out and not suppress emotions. So that she spoke first is just symbolic to Ada speaking up. And she's the first person in her generation to actually have that kind of conversations, to realize that, oh, this thing that has been passed down is wrong. I don't want it to continue. So that's basically the whole concept or the whole inspiration behind the title. She spoke first. And the casting, well, I mean, I needed to bring people that actually like bodied the character. So Mama Ijoma, I brought a woman in her mid early 60s that just owned the character. Imagine I brought a younger person who wouldn't have been able to convey the emotion. So the castings were very intentional. Yeah.
Thank you. So now let's go a bit more personal away from she spoke first. So what motivated you to really like decide to tell stories, to make films, and who are your greatest influences in the movie or entertainment space?
Okay, so growing up, I watched a lot of Nollywood movies, and I think that was like majorly like my major inspiration. At the time when many people used to frown at old Nollywood, these movies now that we are seeing now, we are gassing up. I used to watch a lot of them growing up. My mom would rent them, would watch them, return the discs. So I think those were like my major. I have a couple of foreign directors or writers that I like, even though I can't remember some of their names. But I know Nigeria, I read a lot of non-fiction films, and I also like African literature a lot. So I'd say those are like my core motivation for like my stories. African stories. I want to tell more African stories, and yeah, more African stories.
Your mom was in that room, and I mean, she saw your work. How proud are you for you to see like your mom seated there and she could watch your work?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I was a bit skeptical about bringing her though, but she has been very like supportive, especially around my like writing, and like she said, I've been writing for a really long time. But I mean, she has always been very supportive. Even if she doesn't even understand what the story is about, she will always like be supportive. So I would say I'm happy that she's here and she's able to witness like this. Yeah.
Now this is your first story, so what should we look out for in the nearest future?
So yeah, I am looking out to like doing more documentary films. I want to make more documentary stories and also like non-fiction stories. I probably would try out stage films, stage plays too. Just stories that is like quick and easy to relate to. I don't want to fictionize anything. I just want it to be like raw emotions that people can relate to. So yeah, I would say I'll try out collaborating with my friends, my new friends, my friends that I made in film school, and also like put out some more documentary films. Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Chioma John. I am the writer and director of She Spoke First. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV.
Hello, good evening. Can we meet you?
Oh, my name is Aisha Mogaji.
I can see the smile.
I was an actor in She Spoke First, and my career path, I'm a brand strategist and account manager.
Interesting. Have you ever acted before? That was the first?
That was my first time.
Interesting. So can you walk us through the journey of embodying that character, because you killed it?
Okay, I would say She Spoke First is actually very personal to me, because this is something I think everybody has faced, everybody can relate to. The story was very beautiful. When I read it, I'm like, wow, how was she so... I don't know how to put the words. It was just a very beautiful thing, and it was something that I've gone through. So I think because I have faced it, it made it easier for me to understand Ada.
And you look like Ada. All right, so looking at that kind of story and you embodying that character, what advice would you give to parents or people who are still struggling with trauma or abuse faced from our childhood?
Okay, I would say we should always give our parents grace. This is their first time living, but at the same time, in as much as we're giving them grace, we should not continue the cycle, because most of the emotions our parents are are going through or they are passing down to us as something that their parent also did to them. So let's try as much as possible not to continue it. You don't like the way your parent makes you feel, make sure that when you give birth, you don't also carry on. Be the change you want to see. So that's what I would tell everybody.
Right, interesting. Also, if your life were to be a movie right now, what would that be?
Right now, life is shame me, girl, but I would say brighter future.
All right, I believe that would definitely come. So that means you should be expecting to grace more of our screens, right?
Yeah, I think so. I enjoyed it, even though I had a lot of takes though, because that was my first time. But like, I would say I enjoyed watching myself, and it's actually a very different thing, acting and seeing everything come together. It was so beautiful. So yes, hopefully, my directors, please cast me.
Interestingly, high five. I'm rooting for you. Good evening, ma. Can I meet you, ma?
Good evening, son. How are you?
I'm fine, ma. Can I meet you, ma?
My name is Elizabeth Aswatalam, known as Mami Joma, the film. So I am very, very happy to be in your midst today, because when Chioma called me, when he called to meet me to come and act this set, I said, how will I do it? Because I have never acted before. So I don't know that I said, okay, let me try. So when we come, I thank God that we started it and everything worked well. So thank God.
Looking at that character, someone cannot believe this is your first time acting. How were you able to really embody that character, and it was so interesting?
It's fantastic. It's God. It's God. You know, when I have grandchildren, so when I'm with them, we do even in my area. When I talk, people look at me, they were laughing, they say you're acting. So I don't know that we make it real like that. So may the name alone, may God's name alone be glorified. Next time we will do more better than this.
So that means we are open for more opportunities.
Yes. Anytime you call me, anytime you people call me, I'm available.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Good evening, can we meet you?
Hi, good evening. My name is James Ajibade. I'm representing Cracks TV. I head the digital team of Cracks TV.
Interesting. So let me come from the angle. Having watched the 4 short films tonight, and they told beautiful stories. So which of those 4 stories really stood out for you when it comes to the cinematography?
I think the last one we saw,
she spoke first.
Yeah, she spoke first. It stood out for me. Everything about it stood out for me, and the closest one to that I would say is this country something like that.
My Country Happened.
My Country Happened. Yes, that's those are my top 2. But yeah, she spoke first. Stood out for me. Cinematography, the story itself, the script was well written, and the fact that the story was very, very relatable. It was a lot.
Okay, so yeah, into digital and content creation. So what advice would you give to content creators and storytellers?
Consistency. Be consistent in whatever you do. It may not work out all the time, but don't let it get to you. Always stay consistent and keep grinding. And you don't know when your breakthrough will come. It will just come from the least expected content, the least expected work that you put out. So just keep grinding, keep going, and before you know it, you're out there, you're in the spotlight.
So if your life were to be a movie now, what would that be?
This is super story. You mean title?
Yes, the title.
Title of my life. I've been through a lot actually. I've seen a lot, so it's difficult. But yeah, it's a mix of sad stories, a mix of happy stories. So I would say, I don't know. It's hard to think of his title right now, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I can't really think of any title right now. But, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Ikechukwu Okoro. Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you too. Yeah.
To begin with, we were part of the jury, and we had 4 short films. I know it must have really been a difficult one, trying to pick which one was better or which one was the best. So, how was the experience like for you, sir?
See, I would say I'm a creative myself. I'm an actor, and all the entire aspect of production matters to me. First thing I would say is that everyone who presented something that we watched there today, all of them are stars. Because there's something about being able to write, direct, coordinate, and get something that people can watch. All of them are stars. That's a given. I say that for all of them. But of course, because of what we have to do, it was a difficult job as a judge but again, you have to do what you have to do. So I enjoy the process, especially being in a position to encourage people to go further. Because what we're doing essentially as a judge is, look, you've done this. We'll tell you, the loopholes. We'll tell you how to cross your T's, how to, what to do the next time. And then you keep improving. Like I tell people, there is no perfection anywhere. What you have is excellence. Each one of them will go and become more and more excellent in what they do, because what we did here today is to say, look, you've done your best, and just keep creating. And I enjoyed being part of what O2 called me to do, because we're impacting lives. Because again, if you create, you need people to tell you, to guide you. Otherwise, you wouldn't know how to get better and better and better. So being in that position to help them get better today, I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
Interesting one. Now let's go into your professional life. Let's talk about your upcoming project, Lekki.
Okay.
Yes, it's a series, and I've been privy to see the teaser or trailer of it. So yes, I've seen it, and Awe Ayobami is part of the character.
All right.
Yeah. So
okay.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. The producer and the director of Lekki, Mr. Imo Umoren, I worked with him some time ago. Just first time, and he was stuck on me. He was like, I like this man. So when Lekki came up, he got in touch with me again. I played superintendent of police. Lekki is a beautiful project. It's a lovely project, and you can see the trailer. Yeah. Hot. I'm proud to be part of Lekki, and it's a lovely project. I just want to tell people, I was really happy being part of it. You understand? And then when the trailer came out and Mr. Omoran shared it, we all had to reshare. We reposted it because we're so excited, and it's something that will be different on television. Oh my God! It's the scripting, the cinematography. It's awesome. I'm happy to be part of Lekki. People should watch out for Lekki. It's gonna come with a bang. It's hot. It's hot. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. can we meet you?
My name is Adekunle Nodasha Dijurigbe. I'm a producer, filmmaker, storyteller.
A man of many parts, and I must say I'm one of your biggest admirers of your projects, your productions. Fantastic job. So you were part of the jury today, and we had 4 short films, beautiful stories, well told and well layered and all that. So as a man of many parts, as a cinematographer, a director, a producer, so which of these 4 stories stood out the most for you?
The thing is, all of them stood out in different ways, right? I mean, Red Nail Polish stood out for its quirkiness. It's a very different kind of storytelling. My country had very relatable Nigeria, and you almost felt like you're watching, some upgraded version of Super Story. You understand, which is good, which is a very brilliant thing to do. And then you have She Spoke First, which is more heartfelt. It's like a bunch of. You understand? So they all stood out, but for different things.
Yeah. So interesting. So how was it like for you to be part of the jury to decide specifically, okay, this stood out and all that? So what was really going through your mind in the process of deciding? So yeah, when you were deciding which one was better than the other, because I know it takes a whole lot to really decide.
Oh, I mean, whenever you're part of a jury, there are certain things you have to consider, and I've done this a few times internationally, so I'm kind of used to the process. The idea is, I think the first thing is we've got to separate sentiment from the film. You understand what I'm saying? There are some films that feel relatable, but they have bad cinematography. That doesn't make
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the news highlights, the compilation of today's news bulletin. I am Ire Ayomikunleiki. The National Insurance Commission and the Federal Road Safety Corps have inaugurated a joint committee on the enforcement of compulsory third-party motor insurance. The House of Representatives yesterday asked the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria to direct the Bank of Agriculture, the Bank of Industry, and other relevant financial institutions to provide easy access to short-term loans in favor of cassava farmers in the country. The Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Telecommunications Limited, Soji Mauricia, has unveiled an ambitious roadmap for the resurgence of Nigeria's telecommunications sector, signaling the nation's carrier planned return to the market in early 2026. On another highlight, the House of Representatives yesterday approved President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's request to secure a total of $2.347 billion from the international capital market to part finance the 2025 budget deficit and refinance maturing euro bonds. The federal government is pushing a new challenge to the 36 states, asking them to take over power generation, transmission, and distribution. The Debt Management Office said the federal government of Nigeria bond auction for October recorded 307.6% of a subscription, reflecting a surge in investor demand. The highlights, the CBN has refuted the report that it allocated $1.269 billion in the foreign exchange for the importation of petroleum products in the first quarter of the year. This was said in a statement yesterday that the report was misleading and inaccurate. Nigeria's money supply dropped by 1.58% month-on-month to 117.8 trillion naira in September 2025 from 119.7 trillion naira in August 2025, driven by a 5% decline in bank credit to the economy. The manufacturers have called for stronger and more consistent policy support to sustain Nigeria's fragile industrial recovery as the manufacturer confidence index rose marginally to 50.7 points in the third quarter of 2025, from 50.3 points in the previous quarter, reflecting a cautious optimism among industry leaders. Before we end the news highlight, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is laying a foundation for a new generation of highway designed to last between 50 and 100 years, marking a sharp departure from Nigeria's long history of poorly constructed and short livelihoods. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has warned the nightclub operators and fund seekers against the growing trend of organizing and attending drug parties, describing the practice as a criminal act punishable under Nigerian law. Thank you so much for joining us on today's broadcast. And now we end the broadcast for today. We'll rebroadcast again tomorrow by the hour of 8. And you can watch our rebroadcast again on our YouTube channel and subscribe over there. And do well to follow us on all our social media platforms. I am Ire Ayomikunle Eke. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good night.